up, YouTube? It's your main man, Boys for Life, coming at you with another fucking video. Now, I've been waiting to do this video. It's just an idea that popped in my head because the other day, an Eagle fan had posted stuff about since 2000 the Eagles this and blah blah blah, whatever, you know. And then I was reading the comments, and then someone had said the Cowboys aren't America's team anymore, and this, that, and the other. So I just want to give you a history lesson on the Cowboys. 1970, 71, 75, 77, and 78. Those are the years that the Cowboys went to the Super Bowl. In the 70s, we went to the Super Bowl 5 fucking times. 5 times. We lost in 70 to the Baltimore Colts. We won in 71 against Miami. We lost in 75 to the Steelers. We won in 77 against the Broncos. And then we lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers in 78 when we went to back-to-back Super Bowls. And here's the thing. This is the history. I'm going to show you a little 5-minute clip, 5-minute, video of why we're the Cowboys. So people know the history of why the Cowboys are America's team. If you're not a Cowboy fan, you're over here saying Cowboys aren't America's team anymore. It's the Patriots, and it's the Patriots because they keep winning Super Bowls. They're in the playoffs all the time. This, that, and the third. That's what they keep saying. But this is the reason why, and I'm going to show you the clip, but let me summarize it. After we lost in the 1978 Super Bowl to the Pittsburgh Steelers, they do highlight films after the whole season's over, and they do highlights of the whole season, for the team, and to show how the team did and this, that, and whatever. Well, when they were coming, I forgot the guy's name, but for NFL films at the time, when the guy was doing it, he came up with the term America's team. And this is why he came up with the term America's team. This is why he dubbed them America's team. Yes, it had to do with they were the team of the 70s. They were the team of the decade. They literally went to 5 Super Bowls. They went to the Super Bowl half the decade. But only they were named America's team after they had lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers in 1978. And the reason why the editor, the guy who edited the film together, dubbed them America's team was, yes, because they were winning. But not only that, it's because they were on every primetime game. They were on the second doubleheader on CBS. They were on most of the Monday night games. And they were in the playoffs a lot. And back then in the 70s, as my dad puts it, they didn't have very many channels. It's not like now. They didn't have very many channels. They had a handful of channels to select from. So if the Cowboys are on primetime TV, if they're on every doubleheader on CBS on Sunday, you only have a few teams to watch. And this is why the Cowboys are America's team. This is why the Cowboys are highly regarded as being one of the most televised franchises in NFL history. It's because of what they did in the 70s, the standard they set to where they were able to go to every doubleheader. They were on every second game, the second game of CBS. Why they were on Monday nights most of the time. Why they were on prime time. That's why. That's why they were dubbed America's team. Yes, it had stuff to do with winning and being there, but the Cowboys were the most viewed team at the time. And that's why you have guys from Atlanta, from Washington, from Philly, from, LA. LA, it's because we have training camp over there. But even New York, Miami, you got Cowboy fans all over. And that's why they call us America's team. And that's why we're still America's team. Not because we haven't won a Super Bowl in 25 years. Not because we only have 3 playoff wins since 96. It's because we're still on most of the primetime games. It's because we're watched every Sunday. Every Monday that we're there. We're the Cowboys. Either you love them or you hate them. Okay? You're going to tune in to watch them fail, or you're going to tune in to watch them win. Either way, they get ratings. And that is why they are called America's team. But enough of this. Just cue the clip.
Dorsett now goes in motion. Roger back to throw. Has a man open in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown drop. Dropped in the end zone. Jackie Smith. Oh, bless his heart. He's got to be the sickest man in America.
In January of 1979, the Cowboys' reign as world champions ended with a crushing defeat in Super Bowl 13.
Every year, NFL Films would do a highlight reel, and that highlight reel was a big deal.
The highlight film was an important promotional tool for the club. It was Bob Ryan and Doug Todd, the Cowboys PR director, who were responsible for crafting this film.
In the 1970s, the highlight films were the most important thing we did. In a way, it was a bunch of lies. It was almost like the law according to Joe Stalin. The basic idea was a recreation of that season that was very pleasing to the team.
The challenge was, what are we going to say about this team that lost the Super Bowl? Bob proposed champions die hard. I remember Doug saying, I don't think we like the idea of the team dying.
From his office in Philadelphia, Ryan struggled to think up a title that Cowboys brass wouldn't kill. A title that captured what the Super Bowl defeat could not diminish: the franchise's extraordinary popularity.
The Cowboys were the most popular team in the country. Everyone knew it. When you went to other stadiums, there were Cowboy fans all over with number 12 jerseys. They were always the second game of doubleheaders on CBS. They were on Monday Night Football more than any other team. And then it came to me. I looked at what you'd call national teams, the teams that everyone loves and hates. The New York Yankees and Notre Dame. They were the national team in college. The Dallas Cowboys, the national team. And then it came to me, America's team. America's team. When I was editing America's Team, I had complete tunnel vision of what I was doing because I knew I had something that I thought was going to be great. The fruition of the highlight film was 5 days. It only took 5 days. I knew what I wanted. It didn't become a jigsaw puzzle. It just fit all perfectly the minute I started to edit. John Facenda was our narrator. He was a maestro at turning ordinary words.
This one simple fact tipped the balance of the game in the Cowboys' favor.
Into really good words. He had read it the night before.
Yeah, I like your alliteration, as always.
When I came in the booth, he said, Bobby, you've given me a great horse to ride. I hope I can do it.
Cowboy goals are lofty. Win the National Football Conference title and then the Super Bowl. This is usually attainable, for as their fans well know, the sum total of their stars make up a galaxy. Their record is envied, and their innovations copied down to the last glamorous detail. They appear on television so often that their faces are as familiar to the public as presidents and movie stars. They are the Dallas Cowboys, America's team.
The highlight film comes out, Bob Ryan NFL Films, and we're called America's team. I don't know how it caught on so fast, but it caught on like wildfire.
America's team, they call them.
America's team badly needed to win today. The Dallas Cowboys, symbol of virtue.
It really took off.
Obituaries were being prepared to tell us of the approaching demise of America's team.
I didn't know it was going to take off like it did, but it sure did. And all the away games, most of the newspapers wrote, America's team's coming to town. But you know, these guys calling themselves America's team. Who do they think they are?
It wasn't as though Bob Ryan was going to call somebody America's team that year. And it could have been the Tampa Bay Bucks, but it ended up being the Cowboys.
The Cowboys are America's team.
The Cowboys were America's team before people called them that.